Hey guys, what is up? It is XL Phantom here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Martini Henry. This weapon was the shit, and it would one-shot people to the toenails, but after the nerf hammer drop, well, it's not really what it used to be, thinking about it. The notes and devs said this was a glitch that affected the body multipliers. But in reality, I think it was just they just forgot to tone the gun down. So first, I want to start off with why it's good and still is very good. The Martini was used, because of the damage and the sweet spot rate. Now the damage has been lowered. However, the sweet spot is still there. The sweet spot range is about 30 meters to 80 meters, which is one of the most common engagement ranges in Battlefield 1. Also, it's kind of not a gun you would use for that long range, so it's nothing that bad. So the sweet spot does match the gun itself. These were the two reasons people used it. It as the SMLE Mark III is better in every way except the sweet spot range, but that does not mean it's bad. The two other things that hold it back is that the bullet travels only at 400 meters per second, and that it only has one in the mag. So you can't take on more than one people at the same time unless you get a collapse. Now moving on to the advanced statistics, I'd say the recoil while aiming is 10 up when you shoot, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and it is exact same if you fire from the hip. But to be honest, those don't really matter because you don't need to have any follow-up shots. You can literally just you only have one in the mag, so by that time you've reloaded. The time to kill is from 1,583 milliseconds to 1,852 milliseconds, depending on your range, unless the enemy is in the sweet spot, in which case it goes from 68 to 182 milliseconds. Another thing to know is the reload, which is 2.3 second round. As you can see, you can't have any left as there's only one bullet in the bag, so that's the overall reload speed. These are the main things you to know, and it still rewards a skill hand, and it can still deal some massive damage and massive blows. Now, from the gameplay behind me, you might be thinking, hey, he's still getting really good hits, like he's getting one-shot kills, one-shot hits to the legs and to the arms and chest. Well, that's because I'm playing a certain game mode in the custom game mode called in line of sight. I think you can only play as a medic and a sniper, and that kind of multiply, and I think they turned the body multipliers a bit higher, so it felt like, so if you do want to feel what the Martini was, you could kind of go into that game mode and kind of remember the past of where the Martini used to be like a boss. Also, another thing to do is that you need people. It's not that much of a grind anymore for the Martini Henry because it's not that good. However, I do get what DICE have done, because you can buy shortcut kits which will literally give you the gun straight away. So if people decide buying that, everyone would buy that and just wreck the game, and they would just start ruining the game. Nothing would really be in order. And again, people, noobs just can't come and use this like me. I just can't use this. I try to anyway. It's a good gun, but I try, but it just not happening because you need a steady hand and a steady aim and a good kind of knowledge of the sweet spot and like the where to aim the gun so it hits the person. However, if you're like me, having the aim of someone with something called morning wood, which I won't go much into, and it's just not gonna work. So I think I do agree with what DICE have done, but I mean, it was a good gun, and I'll miss it because I have played a bit with it when it was first released, and it wasn't nerfed or anything. So I will miss it, but I guess it's time to move on. Time to find another weapon like the SMLE Mark III, and maybe in future DLCs there might be better weapons, and like a Martini Mark II or something. It'll probably come up, and we'll just keep the Martini in our hearts, and it'll have a special place there. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for listening to me, because it means a lot to me, and if you spend the time to watch the whole video, I really want to thank you. But if you like this, please subscribe and like, and comment what weapon I should do next. I was thinking of doing uh, the SMLE Mark III, because that is the next best weapon. It's long range and a short range, and it's one of the most it's the jack of all trades kind of sniper. But thank you guys for listening. I appreciate that you watched this. But yeah, well, see you guys in the next video, I guess.